Okay, this is a PSA for everybody who gets a Sega Saturn, Pseudo Saturn, one of these red carts from China. If you have any errors whatsoever with the system not reading games, the first thing that you should do is to wrap the inside of the cartridge with a layer of electric tape just to protect the components so that you're not shorting anything out. Make sure that you do not get electrical tape or aluminum foil on this cutout, or the bottom right here, because that's where your clearance is going to need to be in order for you to fit it back in the cartridge. If you have a switch, make sure you have a healthy sized hole cut out for the switch. And then once you get the cartridge covered in electrical tape, just so that you're not shorting everything out, you want to, at the very least, make a layer of aluminum foil over the front of the cartridge. Apparently, this thing is known for causing a lot of electrical interference, and when the laser on the system goes to the back area over here, the electrical interference from the cartridge will affect the laser's ability to read. And this is commonly seen when it tries to read a game several times and then quits to the main menu. So wrap it in electric tape, then do at least a layer, I did 2, of aluminum foil on the front of the cartridge at least. I did this, and I was able to get Panzer Dragoon Saga to load to the main menu and actually start playing the game. I was able to load up an old save and get going. So, I saw this method on the internet. It does work. I thought I would make a video on it. Additionally, since this is out there, I have 2 Japanese gray Saturns. One there, one there. Some of you might also know that you need to boot some games, such as Panzer Dragoon Saga, in JHL boot mode. That one does not support it. This one does. And the easy way that you can tell is you need to pay attention when it's booting the system up. This has a BIOS. This is Japanese BIOS. It's a very early Japanese unit. It's got the fan vent right there, even though it doesn't have a fan. But this has the BIOS of 1.01. That one has a BIOS of 1.00. That is a VA0 motherboard. This is a VA 0.5. So it looks like motherboards VA 0.5 with a BIOS of 1.01 do support JHL booting. As far as American Saturns go, unfortunately I messed that one up. You can shriek at me in the comments all you want, but that was an American motherboard, VA0, but the BIOS was something a bit later. I forget what it was, but that one was a very, very early American one, and it did work. In fact, it was so early that it had this particular type of plug connector in it. I just put it in this system because I was going to Americanize it for my own purposes. But anyway, this is just what I've learned. I didn't see a whole lot on the internet about it. I thought I would post it. So, if you have read errors with your Pseudo Saturn cartridge, or when you're trying to load games with it, or even just in general, try making some interference shielding around the cartridge itself. That's all for today. Bye-bye.